bans are incredibly fitting. Wenger has gone towards Anarchy bans a lot more lately. I don't think he did so versus Cooler, from what I remember, but I don't think he felt threatened by Cooler, which is, you know, unfortunate to say.
Right.
So, well, what we can see now is actually
Just in real life,
VP3 champions straight away. We're going to get the next one over. This Ranger, followed by a Nyx. Wait, who took? Was it Wenger that took the Nyx?
Yeah.
I was slow to see that.
And by having that second pick, yeah, you do get to have that surprise Nyx at the very end when nobody else expects it. So nicely done. Let's see if it works out for him.
I want to go. Let's sort of have a little pre-story as we get into this game. Sirius and Wenger are actually from like the same generation of Quake players. Okay, I'm gonna go in more than just stats about age. They're both 20 years old, sure, but these guys were playing together Clan Arena and Quake Live 5 years ago or so, and they were nerding that together. They've actually been really close friends throughout their own history of Quake, and it's kind of cute to have, like, they're in a grand final here, a $1,500 tournament. Ooh, what a rocket! So let's just see how this relationship unfolds, guys, because the grand finals is here.
I think it's all about this fall apart. I mean, opening things up with a rocket like that all the way across the map through the teleporter. Yeah, that's a solid hit for sure. So Sirius is certainly showing up with everything but a lightning gun at the moment. 2 seconds to Mega, and it's going to be a pop-up. A great rally. He heard the jump, he heard the drop, and he's not even going for the Mega right now. He wants the frag. He's using the Dire Orb to get up top, but Wenger's rockets just cannot be discounted. Well, you can't be too mad, because, you know, 1 HP.
I'd be mad. I'd be pretty mad. Sirius was like,
I did the math. I did the math. I knew I killed him. Oh, yeah, I was off by 1. Yeah, carry the 2.
But that's it. You chase the kill, you chase it so hard, and then it just gets bumped back in your face. You've got to be so careful how you commit to fights, especially versus a rocket player like Wenger. Look at that. It pushes in with the LG. He knows that he had well, that to account for. Oh no, it wasn't the piercing sight use. I swear I just heard Wenger use it. Never mind me.
That's alright. I never do. I never do. But Sirius is still back here. We got Galena coming in, 1 frag off each side. Sirius looking for a little bit of recovery. Dropping down for the Cubby health is just never really worth it. So Mega's gonna get stolen away by Wenger. I think this heavy, there's no way that Sirius can stay here for another 15 seconds. It's not worth it.
Watch him.
Yeah. Oh, I am.
Oh yeah, me too. He went back there. Aha.
Alright, I guess he stayed here for a whole 15 seconds, but is that going to turn into a free grab of the heavy? He just heard it spawn, but here comes Wenger. It's going to be LG on LG, and without the armor, it's just not going to work out for him. Wenger's still looking pretty solid, actually, on the stack after that frag. Looking for a quick spawn from Sirius.
It's a really nice LG from Wenger, actually. This is, you know, we talk about what Sirius says about him winning Awoken. This is one of the players that can really put up a fight on this map. It's probably the favorite map for both players. And the fact that Wenger decided that he wanted to pick it was like, he doesn't give a damn what Sirius thinks about how good he is here.
It's a way to kind of show up for sure. This is a bad spot for Wenger. He's going to be eating a lot of LG, dishing out a ton as well. So he's a little bit worse for the wear, as the heavy is going to be taken away by Sirius. And Wenger's not quite railable, but if he wants to show up for this Mega, well, Sirius is going to be just a little bit too late. And he might be dead here as well. Holy crap, that LG damage.
Oh, those rail angles coming in. The rocket splash was close to hitting Sirius. A whole load of chaos that was just going down in that moment. And we've got the heavy shortly spawning. Wenger, he wants some presence here, and he's going to meet the rail, but fortunately that timing is perfect and it's not going to affect him too much. The rail still continues to hurt.
That's what it do, yeah.
I think he was lucky to not get hit by another one there, just going through the teleporter.
Well, Wenger's finally going to get a pick up of his own. Nice little bit of rocket splash there. Nice little hello. The timings on the items are so messed up right now. But Wenger's got good awareness of the heavy timing. And Sirius is going to start kind of crowding in on it. I like that he went high and then dropped down low, kind of masking his movement a little bit. Oh, but
ouch.
Had Wenger looking the wrong way, and he's going to be running right into a totem.
There's the rocket jump. A little bit of a sting. Almost a totem's worth of damage. Wenger's playing this pretty chilled at the moment. You can see we're seeing a lot more defensive plays than we're getting over in that bronze final. bit of tutting. Oh, this could hurt a lot. Rail would take him out, and Sirius pushes forward, gets that angle, and now it's Nyx going versus the Galena. He's actually, boy, he is pressing forward a little bit. He might try and find a rail angle through it. Never mind that.
Make that a mutual one.
Does.
Getting a little bit of extra health from his totem. This armor's certainly going to help out, but Mega's taken away by Wenger. Yeah, this play back over towards the rail for Wenger. Sirius has some decisions to make about which way to approach. He's going to check the corner. Almost expect him to be up top, but he's kind of given his position away. 5 seconds to the heavy, and Sirius coming over the top here. He's got to commit. He's found him. He's doing the damage. The heavy's up. But the jumps are saving Wenger here. Like, he's taken relatively little, all things considered.
He did pretty well with those wall jumps right at the end. Masking when he was going to go on to that heavy armor. Does commit quite a lot looking for the rails. Again, these wall jumps coming. He still has armor to work with, but Sirius' stack is not to be underestimated. First round of the grand final looks as if it's going to go into sudden death, and this could be an interesting omen for us, what to expect in later stages.
But, I mean, he's still got the Ghost Walk here, but he doesn't use it. Again, Wenger doesn't use it. Sirius takes the first round.
He was like, I can survive his LG. No, you can't. How many times have we said it? Nobody survives the LG. You have that Ghost Walk. You had to cut your losses. You have to give up that heavy armor.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
Round
Coming up. It's going to be a bit of a wake-up call for Wenger here, but Sirius spawns rail. Bit of a slower drop down towards the armor. Misses his opportunity for the rail through the teleporter, but he makes that one. Wisely doesn't commit to that Dire Orb for once. So he kind of had me worried, but really good rail damage even after the Mega pickup. Almost had that last one. Yeah, it was just, oh, he saw him go out the other side. Okay, cool. Can't fool him.
Oh, that's good information, actually. He can go and get the lightning gun for 3 if he wants it. But there's a rush. Wenger is going to continue pressing around the corner. This light armor should spawn momentarily. Now we can head over to the Mega Health. Oh, Wenger, what a rail shot. No piercing sight needed. And actually, Wenger's fired. He's fired far fewer rails than Sirius. 3 of 7, whereas it's 11 of 23 for Sirius.
He's starting to make it back up. Maybe he's got the stream on and he's listening in. But this is Sirius giving up on that heavy and giving up on good rocket jumps. He's got no armor here. A great defensive rocket, keeping Wenger in the air. It's a good switch over to the rail, but a dangerous one. If he had stuck with the LG, that might have saved his life a little bit. It was 3 HP. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been absolutely the right weapon choice to make. Obviously, if you hit the rail, it's always the right weapon, right? At least that's what it feels like.
If you hit the rail, but you don't have enough time to survive, you know, the reload, then it's not the right weapon. Yeah. That's 3 HP. That's tough math. Like, we can't do the math, obviously, but Sirius, he's got to pick his own arithmetic up. It's going to be a great little flyby shotgun work out of Wenger.
He did a good job in round 1, but wasn't able to close it out in the end. He's like, there it is. Oof. I was waiting for you to turn up. Has to punish on that light armor a little bit. Can't quite. Okay, there it is. There's a good rocket. Going to catch him down below. Now to chase up the rockets from Sirius. Every single one hits so hard. And it's like what happened at the beginning. He's like, I want to just finish this fight completely. I know he's weak. But the world-class defensive rockets now come out from both players.
Yeah, sure, there's finishing the fight, but there's also just going for a flatland fight with no cover, no angles to play. Just, well, that'll tie up the rounds at least.
Interesting that we just had LG on LG at the end. And obviously, if Wenger's not giving up on the LG fight, you know Sirius isn't.
3, 2, 1.
He's always committed.
Round 3.
Yeah, they both are at this point, but Wenger could be spawning directly on the Mega, going back to LG immediately. It's going to see that Sirius went for the rocket launcher first, so it's going to be a bit of a later pickup of the rail. And Wenger has to use that piercing sight information to either push forward on top T or go get a rail of his own. I mean, I guess make some decision here. Right now, he's let that LG get picked up, and he's not really getting any real benefit from it. He's going to be asking for a fight, but it's a fight that he won't have a railgun for. But this move into the cubby, that's a good time to kind of collapse with these rockets, but he's going to be running low on ammo, and there's no way he can really do much damage here. So, yeah, sure, you got the Mega, but this is still bad news for Wenger.
It's the weapons that he chose on the way in. He just shouldn't have gone in if he was going to go with the tri-bolt and such first. He wasn't quite in the right range for it. LG could have been a lot better, but that entry rail that Sirius landed, that was already the signal that, you know, back off, try and bait Sirius into the heavy, and then you do the damage, rather than, you know, running head first.
Oof,
Look at that, where he
rail.
aims. He aims right at the base of the feet, it looks like, with the rail. I know the hitbox is like these, what do you call them? Not cylinders, but...
It's a fairly vanilla finish as they go, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great rails out of
where it's
Sirius,
going.
just one after another. Wenger just cannot escape these dead angles. He's getting deader all the time. Down to his Nyx, and saving a Nyx for last is great if you've done, you know, a frag and the round is at the 4-minute mark. Here with only 1 minute and 30 seconds in, he's got a lot of work to do.
I think he knows where he is as well. Just heard him there. Sees the rockets were taken too. Wenger again with these crazy rails 2 in a row, but Sirius keeps on hitting. Both of these guys keep on hitting.
Prepare to fight.
I'm holding off on
Round
feeling
begins
smug
in
for another couple minutes, but we'll see.
2, 1, fight.
What
But here
about
we go. Sirius is going to get the rail spawn. And again, I'm going to be curious about at what point Wenger decides to go get himself a rail. Sirius has already got 2 hits under his belt. If this is a third, I'm going to... All right. I won't finish the sentence because he won't finish the rail, but he's gotten both items. He's gotten the Mega. Wenger hasn't gotten a rail. He's got rockets and LG. Okay, great. But Sirius is not in a great position, actually, to really force a fight unless he gets really lucky with this. Or competent with that, even.
Well, is that like a fake nail jump or something?
Maybe.
Or was it I don't know if it was failed or fake. Let's say it was fake.
Yeah, if
'Cause
he
it was
wins, it
such
was
a poor
faked.
attempt at
If he loses, it was failed. Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah. I like this.
Right, but now Wenger's got himself Mega. He's got himself a railgun. He's looking much better off. Sirius, yeah, he had everything going for him, and by going down to the machine gun, he kind of gave everything up.
Yeah, he's been very, very passive so far, which is strange considering the other rounds he hasn't really been at. I think it's just a way to go versus Wenger because you just expect aggression.
Yep.
I don't want to say Wenger's one-dimensional, but he's very often it's just like, all right, how do I attack? How do I attack? It's less about waiting for someone to instigate it, and he's the instigator.
Nice rail coming out of Sirius. It's going to give him the stack advantage once again. 3 seconds to the Mega, another second after that to the Heavy. Might be time to break off and split, but they're both angry. They both want to fight. And it looks like Wenger, oh, great time to rocket jump coming out of Sirius, but that might have been the time to rocket jump and commit on the Mega. Unless he doesn't know that the Mega's still up. All right, it's there. Good. Of course he knows. He's a smart guy. He can count.
88 health. Just surviving. Another rail out. Wenger's going to miss that shot. He's not going to try and overcommit to the fight. He repositions himself up to connector. He's a bit all over the place right now. And that's interesting. Wenger's noticed, I think, that Sirius has slowed down the pace, and he kind of has as well. So I like to see the sort of changing of gears. There it is, a sudden push in. Wenger spots the moment. It's like, the Mega's not up for a moment. You need to watch out. Perfect pressure. And he's also
Nice.
going to do damage on it. The orb's been used, but he goes up the bounce.
See ya! I mean, I was going to be really sad if that artful display of orb technique didn't turn into some kind of, you know, benefit for Sirius, but that was a flashy way to do it. Following Flash with Flash. And now Wenger's going for Nyx is his second choice. I appreciate that. That's going to be an early rail. Oh, even looking for another on the jump pad up even.
He's in Ghost Walk at the moment, and it's just been seen. Sirius knows he's going to get after the heavy armor. There's still no orb up, and he's going to keep chasing around. Good rail. Sometimes that rail can even knock you into the water as well.
Yeah.
I think he hit it just a fraction too late for it to do that.
But the fact that Wenger used his Ghost Walk early just to secure one heavy armor, that's asking for a lot. Still a little bit of damage that Sirius took there, and he's in a bad spot now. He's railable, he's LGable, he cannot defend it.
He's
And
very
this is
much
the second
capable.
time he's taken kind of a bad gamble on the Mega. Down to a
Wenger not going
Galena.
for rails.
Still a few seconds where Wenger won't have a Ghost Walk available, but that window is closing, and Sirius is still scrounging for weapons.
I wonder if Wenger wants to play it slow now. Just get to the end of the timer. We know he has some experiences of that versus Hron. He seemed to have overcome it by the end of the series, which, you know, again, fair play for getting past what was some traumatic round losses. It's also quiet. Wenger's going to feel very uncertain about moving around the center map, because there are corners there that Sirius could be behind any of them. He doesn't want to use the Ghost Walk yet.
No. But he just ate a ton of LG. Didn't get much damage off until that rocket. Whiffing that rail could cost him, though. It's a bit of a miracle that he hasn't just flipped out and pushed the trigger on the Ghost Walk just yet. He's back through teleporter. We finally have a Mega back in the hands of Sirius, but it's almost immediately burned off by that rocket. Do not drop down. Why?
Well, he had to keep pushing at that point. Okay, actually the totem there.
What do you mean he had to keep pushing at that point? All right.
He had 15 seconds.
That's forever.
I mean,
so much time.
It's true.
You can go around, you can drop, you can pull out a rail, pull out.
If he felt like, okay, if he didn't push in there, what happens? Wenger gets over to
Wenger walks into a totem like he did right after he killed him. Yeah.
This isn't a good start, Sirius.
No, it's not.
So he would have gone over to heavy. Wenger would have gotten a health bubble. He would have still had the Ghost.
He would not have gone to heavy. He would have eaten that totem like he did when he did, and he died after Sirius died.
Okay, but you know. Sirius also ran out of health anyway. We're going on the assumption that Sirius doesn't go into the attack.
Well, you push a bit.
We're getting scientific with this now, okay, Johar? You've asked for it.
Your pull-out game's got to be a little bit stronger. All right, but Wenger's down to 10 HP, but he's able to wait on this Mega. Oh, I would have just completely lost it if that little sidestep cost him.
That also would have been traumatic. Sort of, there's a lot of trauma for Wenger today. I hope he's okay.
Yeah. Coming back in for the rail. Oh, that's not a committed Dire Orb, but he's creeping up on the corner now. He's going to hear the armor, surely. Or the tribal, or anything. Oh, it's Wenger eating another totem. It's going to be weak here. Looking for the rail through the teleporter, and he whiffs it. It's a bad miss for Sirius. He really needs to get these last shots in. It's finishing the job that's been the problem.
Wenger is just trying to get some natural stack going. He's found a little bit of chip, so he's got information on where he is, and that natural stack has now been acquired. Now it's stabilizing a little bit. And that's actually perfect for him. If he's got the item planners on, the only thing preventing him from getting one now is holding that positioning. It looks at the moment as if he wants to hold closer heavy position, and maybe deal damage on Sirius if he's still trying to, you know, run the circle on the items.
He's gonna hear the drop. He's gonna get all the information he needs about that play over to heavy and let him do it. But he's kind of stuck up here on the staircase. He's getting some good LG damage off, but the stacks are relatively even at the moment. He doesn't have a whole lot of information about Sirius behind him. He's looking a little shaken up here.
He's pretty scared at the moment, but he's also playing very respectfully in terms of what he's going after for control. He's perfect actually on the heavy, but he's far away from it now. Rocket's not bad, but he lost out on the heavy, I think. Either that or just
I can't believe that Sirius was able to keep tracking that LG even as he was getting bounced around. That took a lot of focus.
Absolutely.
Sirius needs to not give up this Mega. So far, all of his big losses in these rounds have been on the Mega, so he just needs to grab it and bounce.
The only thing Wenger could have done is just not run away from the heavy so far out. He needed that armor to absorb the damage Sirius was doing to him. Well, good rail, can't quite follow up. That orb is actually going to get rid of a totem.
Finally finding a way out. He's getting the LG here. Back to the teleporter. No rails from either side, but Wenger's ready for him there, catching Sirius a little bit by surprise. Sirius, what? Okay, he stabs back in for one more rail, but that leaves him a little bit flat-footed. He is vulnerable. Taking away one more 25 just to stay alive a little bit longer. But he's got nowhere to recover to. Nowhere safe.
There's the light. Oh, Wenger's found him. He's going to know now that the heavy's available for him if he wants it. Rocket's good. It's possibly a drop down and chase, especially now that he's in the cubby. faked out orb. I
A
think
really
Wenger
nice
went
orb,
chasing
yeah.
it.
Like, here, boy, fetch.
Yeah, definitely worth it, actually. But it's about how can he now regain his strength. And he won't. That's a very clean frag, ultimately, for Wenger.
Yeah.
Sirius didn't have a part 2 to that plan. Here, LG on LG, the totem's
That's
down.
a tough spawn. That is a very difficult spawn to play off of, but Wenger is going to be backing off just for a moment, catching him outside the teleporter, and Sirius is going right back into the hole he came from. Still 10 seconds before Mega comes up, so there's not a whole lot for him to grab on this side of the map. He can get rail, but as we've seen, almost every rail bit of damage has been traded. Not worth it for Sirius right now. Not worth it to come through this corner.
Round 5.
It's a similar situation to the last round, actually, where 20 sub 30 seconds, and it's like, I need an item. I haven't got any items. I haven't got anything. And I just
15 seconds is forever. 30 seconds is twice of forever.
it's a lifetime, right? And
Yeah.
yeah, and I know with Hron, it was you know, less than a second that he needed it right at the end. But it's like formulating that strategy right at the last moment. You look desperate sometimes. When it doesn't work, you look desperate. But things we've seen it work so many times today, I think we're almost like, I don't know, we've got the wrong idea of how easy it might be to make a last-minute comeback. But either way, GG to Wenger.
Yeah, I wanted to believe in Sirius for that one on Awoken, because after all, he did say that he never loses on Awoken. But I thought the 1 or 3 times I saw him lose on Awoken, I was just dreaming or hallucinating. Unless I'm hallucinating now. Now we can confirm that Sirius does sometimes lose on Awoken.
It does happen. It was Wenger's map pick, though, so he was right to pick
Right.
it. He takes the W on it. We now go over to Blood Run, which is going to be Sirius's pick.
At this point,
guys are ready.
yeah, it'll be a shocker for Sirius to take this one back, but good luck to him. Sirius unzips.
He's always ready. Wenger says he's always ready, but I'll still wait for him because I'm polite like
For
that.
what exactly? Yeah.
So now that we're going over to Blood Run, are we expecting any changes on the champions? I don't know if we are really. Maybe Sirius, you know, he can be crazy. He can pull out a slash. His slash is super fun to watch. But you know, then it goes into the game of like, okay, what's Wenger going to pick? What's Wenger's strengths? The map, we see some of the most amazing things with Slash on Blood Run, but at the same time, it's a very unusual map to pick Slash on. Because there's a lot of uneven surfaces, and it's very tricky to maintain momentum. It's a
or as you
high-level
said
skill.
yesterday, the floor isn't very slidey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good assessment of whether the map is slash-based. Slidiness. I could have been a bit more eloquent, but
That's okay. I can live with that.
we're at the pretty much the same. I think it's exactly the same that we had in Awoken. All right, that makes a lot of sense. Although I would like to have seen a ranger instead of a Yelena, maybe. I don't know. I don't think this is like so much like Veil. Like you almost have to have either Yelena or Aizen.
No.
I feel like you can work without it. But there's also
I
a lot
feel
of
like
really
I
nice
need
spots for
Galena,
terms.
but that's just speaking for myself, really.
But in general, or
Yeah. I mean, yes.
you and Zron together.
Prepare to
From
fight.
we're
go with
working
that.
very hard on this, okay, chat. So I hope you can appreciate our efforts.
I don't know where you're taking me, but we're about to get ourselves taken into map 2 of the grand final here. We got Wenger, we got Sirius. Gonna be on Sirius out of the gate, getting a relatively clean pickup for the heavy. Dropping down for the rail and getting none damage off of the tribal. Fortunately, the rail is more than enough to make up for it, but the Mega's taken after that. So bad news for Sirius, and not a whole lot else to work with.
Yeah, it's kind of breakaway. Not too much to write home about now. I'm going to quickly just check out the weapons. One thing Wenger's missing is rail. Sirius isn't missing any of the trifecta now, but he spots him going for the rail shot. There's a lot of respect taken. Could possibly have pushed in for an extra rocket or so. Two rails you'd expect him to hit have not been landing. Wenger's got good timing on the mega health. Bounces him just enough away from the mega health to lock down the kill. And all things considered, it wasn't a clean frag, but he had so many resources to take immediately after. And he is going in. Rocket to rocket to rocket again. First minute, it's just suddenly exploded. And 2 frags go the way of Wenger.
I mean, Blood Run is a great way to showcase your amazing rockets, and Wenger's rockets, okay, I'll say it. They were better yesterday, but he's been hitting some good stuff today as well.
Definitely.
As evidenced by Sirius already down to just one champion this round. We got Heavy taken by Wenger. Here's the collapse. Mega's already gone, but Wenger's able to get those hourglasses to get Piercing Sight back immediately, and can see Sirius coming through the teleporter. A little bit of a short stop before the play on the rocket, but great rail coming out of Sirius.
Yeah, really nice rail actually. Wenger's kind of putting a stop to how insane he was getting. Thing is, he's got a really good position, but and I don't mean just where he stood on the map, but 2 champions advantage over Sirius, a Nyx to go to afterwards, the opportunity to play slow. We are on Blood Run after all. This is very difficult for Sirius to come back in this if Wenger plays totally optimally. Oh my god.
Never mind.
Eat it.
You could hear the sonic sound effect of turning around. Nope, not going that way.
Sounds so good.
Back to the teleporter. Wenger's gonna be eating a totem. A real totem this time, not a ranger totem. But such great damage. I mean, even with the 25 health, it's just not gonna happen. Yeah. Going out with style.
Did this mouse one just stick or something? He was like really slow to react to that last bit of LG. Either way, I mean, a phenomenal frag when I thought he was going to get messed up a bit more after the tally.
1. Round 2. Fight.
The last LG, it just looks like, I don't know, mouse one. Okay, there we go. We won't do as wrong.
Yeah, I like that he's skipping the Mega here. Couldn't quite get that last rail together, but burned off a nice chunk of that armor. He's got all the weapons that he needs here to come back in. Totem down. And Wenger's being just as twitchy as he was on Awoken. I'm just like watching his POV and it's like, whoa, are you okay?
Well, it's a super different start. Galena versus Ranger. Instead of the Visor. Wenger not taking that shotgun has to knock it up the sound cube. Opponents can hear that. Oh,
completely messed up that dire orb too. Yeah.
This world.
Shoved him against the wall and had his way with him. Nicely done, Wenger.
Oh, this is okay. Struck me by surprise once again. Totem. Okay, they both take totem damage. In that case, they're sharing is caring. I gotta say, Wenger's looking a lot better against Sirius today than he has in previous weeks. There's a lot of times where I've seen Sirius take convincing victories over Wenger, but this is a man on a mission right now. Hopefully, both of them on a mission.
Well, Sirius down the 1 at the moment. And of course, Blood Run can go pretty slow, but dropping down onto the LG, it's going to be nasty for Wenger trying to defend with the rockets. It's not going to work out. There's a quick recovery on the totem as well as the Mega. I'm sure Wenger wants to at least look at the Mega, but it's not going to go his way. It's going to be on the visor now. Yeah, it's not worth pushing that room at all. Never has been. Not in 25 years.
All right, let's switch across actually. Still on Wenger's point of view. Here comes the heavy. Sirius's patience being rewarded massively. I think it's going to be a lesson to Wenger. Unfortunately, learning it early on in the series. Don't just drop at random. Check your corners. Spam that tri-bolt there. Sirius has just suddenly carried a lot of damage. He's got that mega health to recover on. Wenger coming back at him with the tri-bolt. You might want to even push in for a rail shot. He's gone up to... He's up at the teleporter actually with the shotgun. And, you know, unfortunately for him, Sirius didn't assume that he was chasing. He waits a while, gets that health. It could have gone a lot worse for Sirius.
He's got a totem up his sleeve. He's kind of begging Wenger to approach him from this angle. He's not going to be able to beat him out to the Mega, like even if he just booked it from that point. Yeah. I'm not even really sure what the whole plan was there. It wasn't a great angle by any rate, but Heavy's gonna be up. He's actually lost his ability to like quickly just dunk in on it. At least you heard the spawn, I think. But not when it was taken. Oh, nice totem. But there's the Heavy.
It's just information at this stage. The 40 damage, it's obviously useful. And there's the scenarios where it's going to make a big difference, but it's mostly about information. I think Sirius is celebrating the information rather than the damage. But that moment's long gone now. Sirius gets a free mega health. I think nowhere near to punish. He was searching elsewhere for the damage.
Yeah, the level of ambiguity here is rising up quite a bit, and here Wenger's still got 225s to recover to if things go south for him. Unless he can get bounced out of the way, Sirius wants to play like he wants to come around the corner, but it just doesn't work like that on this map. Doesn't want to peek the rail angle. Doesn't want to peek it. Ah, misses his shot.
There's a nice strafe across actually to dodge it, and then he's quick to come back over to the heavy. Mega health is there. I think Sirius just caught the audio cue. Really, really close. But we're about a minute left. Tribal damage on the rail. 2 rails in a row. 1 more rail will take him down. Sirius has left Wenger on his nicks. As these rails just assume they're going to land Wenger. You cannot make plays versus Sirius on the assumption he's going to miss.
Easy.
And again, 2 more
Case
rails
in
to
point.
add up. We're 1-1 now on Blood Run, and yeah, there's some regrets there for Wenger. That's naive to think that Sirius is missing shots like that.
3, 2.
Well, round's tied back up here. Sirius still has a chance to pick up a map win. It's gonna be spawning at power up room, which as a ranger, I mean, at least. Oh no.
It's all right. He improvised, and
It's all right. Meant to do that.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's say it's okay.
Just now he
It is
doesn't have an
okay.
orb.
But I mean, he's going to use the orb anyway. So, and he got the heavy. He lost 25 damage. I'm trying to be positive, Jahar.
Yeah,
trying
I
my
mean, it's
best.
interesting that the Mega was even delayed by Wenger to kind of sync up with when Sirius picked up the heavy, so yeah,
totally.
you're actually more right than maybe even you know. Things are still pretty well synced up. So here comes the heavy. Sirius didn't really move away from Tribolt that entire 30 seconds. Still wants to play for the rail and play for the rocket. But now he's taking this much, much slower.
So now Wenger has the trifecta. He's got barely any rocket ammunition from what I remember. Yeah, he's got 1 rocket left, actually. He'll find himself probably an ammo pouch up at the power-up room. And the items are about to spawn. So Sirius is going to land that mega health. His stack's was looking good.
Still okay. He needs to use these rockets defensively. Heavy's going to be there and gone again. Sirius looking for a play back through towards the Mega Hallway, but there's not really much incentive for Wenger to do that right now. He's going to come through Teleporter instead. And only 1 nail connecting from Sirius. He needs to start getting some slaps across.
Super passive. I mean, Sirius isn't looking at that many opportunities for damage. But okay, I say that. He wakes up and he says, you know what, I'm going to go aggressive. I've got the orb again in a second. Oh, look at that. Like, a sudden switch in mentality.
Quickly. Yeah.
He'd been, I don't know, it's like those poker tells, you know, he's been feigning out the fact that he's passive. And after a while, Wenger's just conditioned to think that he's not going to do anything. And then suddenly, bam, he just rushes him down.
Now,
So
as
that was
long
a
as you
good
make your
play.
hits, that can work out. He's got the first frag on this round. But now Wenger's on a Nyx. Oh, a great amount of damage from the Dire Orb, and he's got to sweep up here for some of the health. Unfortunately for him, the health timing is split. And that's never fun. It's my least favorite. So he's going to be scrounging around for some 25s. Going through this teleporter would be a bit dangerous. But there's a drop down to blue corner. He's going to be eating up some of that lovely, lovely blood. Now with 20% less clots. A little bit of information from that rocket. Okay. And Mega back. So now he, unless he gets some hourglasses, he won't have the orb up for this armor, but he's in position for it regardless. He doesn't see him up there.
He's been able to get 2 shots off during that period, but no punishment at all. Wenger is the one who's forced to make something happen from this stuff.
What's
He's only got
scaring me is
natural.
that I know he can. I'm sure Sirius is aware of that as well, but he's got the stack to work with.
Sirius isn't using
Wenger's
the
back on
so
Ghost Walk. Yep.
Just in case that upsets you.
I'm
I
not
mean, that's
upset.
not why I brought it up. Maybe
Not
a
at
little
all.
bit.
Oh, that rocket nearly did a lot of work. Sirius not poking it for once. And go for a pretty clean grab of the heavy. It's going to be a Ghost Walk. Almost a perforation, but not quite.
Oh, that's too good for Sirius to see that the Ghost Walk is used and nothing happened from it.
Yeah.
It's going to inspire him to push probably a lot harder now, especially if he lands like a rail. There it is. And now you even think about orbing in. It doesn't even matter because he hits the rails back to back. His eyes can light up and think that this round win is very, very close.
Almost the perfect rocket. The Dire Orb to collapse and push in on the health, cutting him off from it. That totem can keep him alive a little bit longer, but for how long? None long. There's the round.
Definitely is so effective when you're going up against someone using the LG. Having that totem on the floor feels like it absorbs so much damage. But the nail gun, that hurt. 35 health left at the end of that fight when Sirius probably thought it was going to be much cleaner from the start.
That's pretty low.
Yeah, especially when you're able to cut off that 50. So Sirius getting a similar spawn. He's not going to be pushing forward to the armor. He's pretty much giving up both items to Wenger in favor of a nail gun, I guess.
Nail gun's good.
I mean, he's out of the fight. He's certainly not engaging right now. He can drop down onto rail. He ends up taking a hit for his trouble. Not ideal. But he can recover here, back up to 100, pretty much. Nearly.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Oh!
Oh, how is he still alive? Oh, that was a perfect trap from Wenger. He crept right up on him.
I had no idea. I had a heart attack just then. I didn't know he was setting that up. That was ridiculous. What an off play. He's still got control. He's not able to finish the job. Warn me next time, Wenger. I know he's doing it again. He goes at the bounce pad. Rockets to LG.
And that time, it was just Sirius looking away at just the wrong moment. If he kept his eyes on the jump pad as he was leaving, or just stayed there a little bit longer, he would have been ready for it. It would have been a bad idea for Wenger to go up that jump pad. But Sirius goes down again. He's down to his Galena.
Yeah, it's not good. This is looking like it's going to be tied up in a second. There's one rocket. There's another. And the rail. It's so goddamn clean down in Mega Hallway. We're 2 for 2 now on Blood Run.
Prepare to fight.
This is the time to shake off whatever that teleport play was.
Round begins.
I mean, kind of BS from Sirius, considering I'm pretty sure he ghost walked by teleporter exit.
Right, yeah.
And he was at the bounce pad.
Yeah.
Because if you saw that rush, it's like he didn't ghost walk close.
No, he didn't.
It was a long way off.
Alright, so Wenger able to take away heavy. Sirius starting off with Visor this time. Neither Ranger nor Galena as the first champion. Okay, he just wants to kill this Nyx. Yeah, he doesn't want to get caught again.
Well, he's halfway there, actually, and getting rid of that ghost walk in the first 30 seconds is definitely a helping hand.
Wenger's revealed his position. Doesn't have ghost walk. Sirius took no damage. This drop is going to be big. I mean, even if Wenger gets his Mega, Sirius is still looking good.
Well, is he?
Well, he's looking okay. It was a lot of damage. Oh, even more. Jeez.
Perfect nail. Someone said it in chat. Actually, there's a few people saying it. They're using the T word.
Which one is that?
Okay, I was...
Ticks?
Tilt. Close, but
Typhus?
not wrong. No, at tilt. They're using the tilt word.
Oh. Tiananmen Square?
No.
Okay.
Be more controversial.
Oh, tilt. Okay, yeah.
And this is not what you'd want to see from him. Is he if he makes the jump over to heavy, then yeah, that's GG.
You know, Z, we've had a good track record today of wouldn't it be terrible if this happened just as it's happening?
Oh, indeed. I mean, okay, Sirius seemed affected there.
Yep.
Affected by things. Throwing wasn't the word, guys. Just tilted.
No.
Sirius gets tilted. It's not conducive to the level of play that we're used to seeing from him this weekend. It's sending him backwards. That jump across, when was it like 3 minutes left on the clock? 4 minutes? I don't know. Loads of time. And you jump across with 20 HP to get heavy. That's what you do that when you're either desperate or angry.
Yeah,
and,
I think so far in both of these maps, he's thought he's had 5 seconds when in fact he's had 50. So.
Actually, yeah. I mean, it's starting to.
He could have slowed things down
come
a
together
bit.
now.
Oof. So we're going to be going into map 3, and you know, I could be wrong here. It could be a 3-0. Zoot might be the prediction master today. No, you're on this side.
Did I predict that?
You said 3-0, Wenger. Yeah.
Well, I don't think I committed to that. I think I was joking when I said it. If I
Now's
said
a good time to commit to it if you want.
I don't
like,
think I
we're
did.
on the-
No,
we're
no,
on
no,
the
no,
road.
no. I don't. I'm not taking props for something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I said it. Hang on.
Okay, Sirius is just restarting his game. Yeah. Because he lost that feature where he could hear things from a mile away.
I mean, I might be wrong with how that Ghost Walk was used, but I'm pretty sure Ghost Walk was used a long way away.
I mean, if he needs a
Unless
client
it's referring
restart,
to
I need a client restart because I didn't hear it.
I mean, yeah, I think it's fine. Personally, I honestly think
fine.
that Wenger was a long way away. And yeah, so Wenger just said the kill on Ranger. Of course, he didn't hear me. He was miles away. I mean, he was miles away. Like you're not gonna hear that Ghost Walk. That was a crazy aggressive play. You know that play yesterday where Cooler went into chat and said easy. It was like that kind of play.
Maybe restarting his game will just give him that extra sensory perception. That's all he
maybe.
needs.
You know, sometimes it's just about making it feel that it's right. And if it makes him feel better, then it's fine. And I've got to get ready to invite him as well.
Yeah. Best news for me though, I get to see Vale once in this tournament, and yeah,
You do.
it's all right. Yeah, love this map. Dual TDM, it's all good.
Let's see if these guys are ready now. I think Wenger will be ripe and ready completely.
He's got to feel good after that blood run. That was pretty dominant. Yeah, it was nice.
I wasn't expecting to see 2-0 for Wenger at this stage. Ignore like whether I made a prediction or not. I kind of have been favoring Sirius. I think like very passively and non-vocally. I just feel like Wenger's just making life really difficult. Thing. Just say you're ready, Wenger. Just stop saying otherwise.
I mean,
just say you're ready.
Sirius
You're
has
like
been
Sparty
hitting
or something.
ridiculous chains of rails, like 3 or 4 in a row, like multiple times per match.
And other people that can anger other people.
Yeah.
I remember some instances actually Wenger versus Kron. He was hitting ridiculous amounts of rails, and we saw the one reaction we ever get from Wenger. He's just typing LOL into chat.
Yeah.
But, let's do it, guys. We are into the champion picks of what could be being the critical word, the last map of this grand final and indeed tournament.
And yesterday, I think we had another moment where something happened and Sirius just went okay, and then Cooler won a round, not a map, a round. Alt tabbed into Twitch chat and said easy. So
I think that was one of the only rounds he did win. Oh no, there was another map that he won too. But yeah,
rough.
I mean, I gotta be harsh on the old guys. You know,
yeah.
They can take the punishment. So
yeah, they've been through way worse.
Indeed,
we've got kid gloves on, really.
I'm super surprised to not see Eisen at all, actually, on here. I think we're getting Visor, Galena, Nix from both players.
Yeah, usually Galena Visor or Galena Eisen is kind of the way to go. You want them both. You want all those deployables.
Ranger is also awesome. Athena is also awesome here. It's a very weird champion selection from the two players, but they're feeling it. They are the masters here. They are the duelists in the grand final, so I shan't argue with them. The grand finals continues, guys. We're on the third map between Wenger and Sirius. They will do battle on Vale of Nath. We will begin on Sirius's perspective.
And it is indeed potentially the final countdown here as Sirius opts for going for an early railgun, and this map is interesting because the rail is kind of the weapon you take when you're not in control of everything else. Either you have, full top control, or you've got a railgun. It's very rare to have both, and it's going to be a telefrag from Wenger through the
tilt. It could be happening.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it was looking kind of cool what Sirius was doing, but if you ask me, I couldn't tell you what his plan was. Gonna run up to him, nail him twice, and then use the Ghost Walk. And now Wenger's catching him off the spawn. And this is a map where, especially the first frag, just like Blood Run, you gotta play it slow. You can just get in such a bad state off of a respawn, and it's so tough to get that control back.
Oh, eating that rail shot, actually, you've got to respect Sirius a little bit, because more rails are most likely to follow. Wenger's timing is a teeny bit off, but he's there. No drama ensues.
Like the switch over to Tribal from Wenger, putting a lot of pressure on the Mega. The Mega's picked up. So now it's the damage from Wenger that'll actually matter. Back through the teleporter, catching him on the small armor, looking for the pop, looking for the rail, or it's just going to be the LG. It didn't have a rail, because I just said you don't have a rail unless you're not in control.
Prepare to fight.
Wenger styling in that round with a fortuitous telefrag, but you know, I like to think that it was Sirius is bad rather than Wenger's good.
I appreciate how there are people in chat complaining that HP Lovecraft didn't spell things phonetically. That's hilarious. All right, here we go. Wenger, a great collapse onto this rocket launcher. Sirius is going to have one, obviously, but Wenger's got a great stack going through and picking up all those hourglasses. It's one of the biggest collections and concentrations of hourglasses in the game now. So if you had a clutch on this map, I mean, he could get shield back very quickly, but just as quickly is the damage through the teleporter. Wenger was looking for that mid-air damage, but Sirius with his 1 HP held on to it. Got the frag.
Rush in with the shotgun.
Oh my god.
He tries to hold on for dear life, but that
this?
LG is just disgusting. But Galena, I'm not used to seeing Galena last pick on this map. Us Europeans, I would agree, would do things differently. It feels like an American would have just insta-picked Galena in a round. You know what I mean? But do you agree, or?
I'm not broaching that topic today. That's not. It's all European today. I'm just lucky to be here. All right, so Sirius is looking for the LG. It's a bit of an awkward switch though, but one that pays off for him. His rockets are just as good. 1-to-1.
This has reduced the tilt. So if there's any tilt, this has kind of eased the pain a little bit because it was a knock round, convincing. Things are right, kinda, in the world of Sirius. It should obviously be 3-0 for him, but you know, he's on his way to recovery right now since the last recent rounds. I'll be impressed if Sirius makes a full comeback, by the way, in maps, because he's definitely one of the most emotional players. If he gets a good start, he's almost indestructible. Rockets are looking good, and the mid-air to collapse. Beautifully done, Sirius. We've been getting a lot of potential mid-airs, I feel like, all summer long. But
that was the best one of the day. Yeah, that was absolutely dope. Though, in my mind, nothing will ever beat that perfect tribal to win the map on Front to Keep. Yeah, that was so good.
That was Wenger, wasn't it?
But my god. Yeah. Alright, but Sirius is looking at a pretty good stack after that frag. We still got Ghostwalk up for Wenger's Nyx, but these rails are just going to keep on coming. And Sirius is just on the chase and has just got him locked down. Jeez. Ridiculous shots.
Maybe he gets more powerful when he's angry. I don't know what to believe now. And he's just chasing in.
Wenger's
There's another
pick,
kill.
Right?
It is Wenger's
Wenger
pick.
picked this?
Sirius has just gone 6 frags back to back.
Did he pick this because he figured he should learn the layout?
I mean, maybe.
Okay.
I won't put it past him, but...
Fight.
No, wait, let me confirm. Yeah, it's definitely Wenger's pick. It's definitely Wenger's pick.
Alright. Alright, Sirius spawning rocket launcher, peeking LG first. I like that rocket angle. But he's finally committing down to the Mega. That's going to create a bit of a split. So yeah, second item is going to be heavy first. Which means that Sirius doesn't need to take this fight right here. It's not absolutely necessary. And actually running up this hallway, yeah, this is a rough spot. You don't want to be here.
Oh,
but if you're Sirius and you can hit rails like that, then I guess you can let it slide a little bit. Oh, this is tough. That totem's gonna be trouble. Oh, what? What? Holy shit. Yeah, take the Mega. It's all good.
You don't have it anymore.
I can't.
Another
And
round?
he's hurt again. Yeah, he was hurt on the exit from the Ghost Walk. Piercing sight out. Sirius is just tracking him, but he's going to be going up towards Mega instead. But there's no Mega there. There's not a whole lot to do except rotate over towards the Churro. And the Heavy's going to be coming up now.
This being the Churro.
And there's another rail out of Sirius. He's just plucking them off. No problem.
Wenger's taken all the health on the map. It can't respawn fast enough.
Because he needs all the health on the map.
He needs everything. And Sirius, the rest of the items, he's taking the other ones. There you go. You're taking all the health. You get back to 100 and it's gone. Back around the map again.
Can hear him moving over towards small armor. Yeah, he's looking for the exit. It's going to be a high exit. I know he faked it. He's going out through Mega instead, but that's okay because Sirius doesn't care. He can still RJ back up. Really nice RJ, by the way. Back up to Mega. And there's the piercing sight. Ghostwalk is back up, so Venger's got his get out of dead free card. There it is. And he uses it immediately. He doesn't even wait for the first shot. He sees Sirius and he spazzes. Well deserved.
Nice rocket, really, really nice rocket. And a rail to follow up. Actually, Venger's getting back in this with some sick shots himself. We've been missing that for the last few rounds. Wenger is not over and done with yet. We needed that. We needed to see, because the fact that it looked like Wenger was just running on empty or something.
Ugh. I mean, this is a fun angle. It's one that you can feel like you're getting a lot done, but once they leave, you're left really flat-footed and you just feel empty inside.
Heavy gonna come up. There might be instances where he can get it. He's actually gonna ghost walk onto it, which I think is a smart idea.
Yeah.
You need to secure that control some way or another. Does need LG ammo actually. Something is definitely lacking. It's going back over to the.
Someone should tell him. That was a problem for him yesterday. Yeah. There you go. That's how you do it. Yeah.
That's okay. He's managing this well, considering he just took like 8 frags back to back. This is. I don't know. I'm just impressed.
I mean, armor or no armor, this is big trouble for Wenger. He's looking for a way out. I mean, it's just a cruel twist of fate or a cruel twist of sync error that the best spot for health on this map is also right in the middle in the smallest room. So.
Right, it's just sponging so much damage.
No damage off that rocket. Phase shifts there. He's railable, and as he comes out, he might get caught. Might have to actually use the teleporter to escape. This is bad news. If there's a drop from Sirius, it could be all over.
It's almost a minute to go now. Sirius is on the brink of getting a map on the board in this grand final.
1 minute warning.
And this is actually interesting. I mean, it's not often that we see a Nyx have to like struggle to get back into this fight like this. I mean, Sirius has got the frag advantage and another Nyx under his belt as well.
This was a really good move. Good damage. Really, really good move from Wenger. He managed to get that upper position by mega health. Now he's going to be able to attack again because he can even take a bit of damage. Oh, that hurts. He goes for the rail. He misses it, and now Mega's been taken, and all that hard work is gone. It is basically been totally dead, and he can do a quick rotation on maybe a light or two, and then he's got to hope for the best right now.
What a rocket. Yeah, and he's actually rocket jumping in. He's gonna chase up the jump pad. Would it work? Sirius didn't see him. He's got the totem to heal up, but is it enough? No, there's the rail out of nowhere. And Wenger has brought it back into sudden death. How sudden it'll be, we'll have to find out.
That's unbelievable that he made that back. I thought he'd been outplayed enough. He hasn't got the piercing sight at all. Sorry, the ghost walk, but he's gonna force it out from Sirius. He's so low on resources. This will help. Nyx being able to just wall jump out is also of great aid. We've got a round on our hands here, and it's an important one. If Wenger wins it, he can put himself onto match point, tournament point. No! No!
All right. I know it might be a little bit played out, but this is the perfect time for 40 sound effects.
Yeah.
We all know which one, but Wenger still in it here. Try not to tri-bolt himself.
Sirius dropping is really nice for him, actually. If he didn't drop, he wouldn't have to hold that position. That tri-bolt hurts a lot. Wall jump out of any danger. Heavy's going to be up soon, but it looks like he wants to take the upper position as well, quite possibly. He might have.
Wenger's being very passive here, just waiting long enough to get that ghost walk back. So yeah, there's his insurance. But he needs to get something out of this fight to make it worthwhile. 22 damage. Okay, great. Fantastic. But he cannot commit to the rocket launcher room. All of these rails are so dangerous. Finally, he can sneak back in and get the 50.
This round could take a while longer, actually, to be honest. There's some really, really cautious defensive plays. Yeah, but could be over right now. and he goes to rail.
Oh.
I think he had the ghost walk there,
You
but
lose.
he's
Yeah,
gonna
he
let
did. Yeah.
Sirius win this round 3-1, and we're gonna go over to a fourth.
I mean, I think it says something that we've seen so many frags in this tournament where it's a Nyx getting LG'd or railed, and they have Ghost Walk available, but you don't have the time to
Yeah.
even react and push the button. It's like, nope, you're already dead.
Yeah, it feels bad because the rounds
63% rail.
could have gone on a lot longer. Yeah, that's 63%. With that many rails fired, that is exquisite from Sirius. And we saw a lot of that during the rampage of 8 frags in a row. Oh, that was a frag movie in itself.
So Wenger called that.
He did.
Okay.
He did. Well, the first
Alright,
round was
well-
good. Last round was competitive, but now we go to Blood Covenant.
Whatever
And
happened with that client restart? That's the trick.
Maybe.
You know?
Maybe.
All right, but now it's going to be Blood Covenant. There's no tricks or traps here. Nothing that hasn't been known for many, many years. And this is also Sirius's pick, so maybe he's feeling good about it. If he can maintain that 60+% rail, then sure. But getting the rail on Blood Covenant is certainly more of a task. Still
Yes.
map point for Wenger. If Sirius can take this, though, his map, then we could be going into a 5th one. That's how best of 5 works.
Indeed. I often feel like Wenger's the one who has to make comebacks usually, but he's the one holding the lead. And you don't want to let the thought creep into your mind that what if he makes the comeback, you know? What if he does it? You gotta hold on. Wenger's usually actually a very, very headstrong player. He's usually able to deal with any kind of stresses. And I think this Ron series is an example of that. 2 devastating rounds on Blood Covenant. It keeps holding on. I think Blood Covenant is really like great anguish to Wenger. Even DreamHack Winter last year, Tox, he had a 17-minute overtime round versus him.
Wow, yeah.
And he's is able to still create comebacks following losses in rounds like that. It's truly remarkable.
All right, we're going to be going over to Blood Covenant, and again, this is going to be a very different pace, but I'm sure Wenger will look much more like he knows what he's doing here.
Yeah, just if he gets that advantage, if he's running the clock for the last 15 seconds, just hide this time. That's all.
Clearly, I should have trained more.
The note to keep close to you.
Round
But let's do it,
begins
guys. Grand finals here. The OGA Quake Pit, powered by AMD and
Round
Sapphire.
1. Fight.
We once again could be in the last map of the series, but we are
And
on
Sirius
Sirius.
ends up getting a railgun spawn, interestingly enough. I mean, he's going to be Ranger, so that railgun spawn is, not ideal for having that initial champion pick. But Wenger's also left the Mega up. Sirius is going to be poking over towards the heavy when he needs to. And now with the shoddy nailgun and rail, he might be able to even defend the railgun itself. Wenger's going to be the only one with the rocket launcher at the moment. But there's the initial hit. Is this really the best angle for this, though? Like, it's just a shooting gallery. You don't want to be here.
Great rockets, actually.
Yeah.
Piercing sight's just been used. You might want to press in, actually. Nailgun hurting a lot. There's another shot landed, but 13 health to go. Spamming out. He can't hit a thing. Sirius has found a 25 health bubble, but the heavy's going to go to Wenger, and he just about crawls out. There's no rail connecting.
So Sirius is just peeking this. He's getting a little bit of damage before the Mega pickup. Not the one after. There we go. There's the party favorite. But that's going to make crossing mid a little bit more awkward. But what was that rocket on the pillar? I think Wenger just stopped himself short. Whoops.
Unfortunately, you can see Rafa's own anguish at these guys not picking Athena on this map. That's a good point. Athena, very,
I
very.
mean, like I said,
popular
Europeans
pick.
just don't know how to play this map.
I digress. Let's move on.
Alright, but Sirius playing the corner for the Mega, but playing a big delay here as well. So a big potential, but also a big risk for Sirius if he loses out on this next fight. He's got to be there fairly quickly. They both got dire orbs. You can hear him romping and stomping down by the armor itself, and he's left it. But yeah, he's left it to go absolutely nowhere. So this is good for Sirius. This is ideal. No fight is the best fight in this situation.
I don't think he knows that Wenger orbed out. I might be wrong on that. But Wenger was there and kind of just disappeared, realizing that Sirius was imminently on his tail. So being at natural stack isn't terrible. He hits one rail, but the one he takes in return is really crippling.
But now with 4 seconds, I mean, Sirius can collapse on this heavy real soon. Looking for the last rail, looking for the dire orb. It's going to be a big fight over it. A flatland fight, but one that Sirius survives. 51 HP. And down at the bottom of the map, he's going to have to be relatively careful about where Wenger spawns. Or just skip the easiest rail in the game, you know, that's fine too.
Bit of bounce pad rail.
Yeah.
I think Wenger was like, okay, this round's over. Let's reset a little bit, get into round 2, and switch things up.
Begins in
At this time, could you not get a spawn directly on the rail?
round 2. Fight.
But this time, Sirius gets to spawn across bridge. Okay, so yeah, he could have used Dire Orb here, or he could use it after getting the armor pickup to get, get the railgun. And Wenger is also going to be on Nyx here.
I like it.
Snapping mob.
Jeez. Wenger's just going to get out this time. No Ghost Walk use, just no challenge on any level at all. And Sirius can get back to 100, and the big boy items should be respawning now. Okay, I like this pressure.
Do you?
I do like the pressure. I
Because
think
it was a choice between either that or just getting a relatively safe Mega. Unless Wenger was worried that Sirius was going to pressure the Mega.
Well,
yeah.
Sirius doesn't have overstack now, which is really useful that really important that Wenger controls that. Fortunately for Wenger, Sirius misses that rail. It just means that Sirius doesn't feel totally indestructible, that he can push into absolutely anything. Even if Wenger's kind of weak, you know what happens when you push into like a tight angle and you go versus one of these players' rockets.
Do I ever? Yeah.
Indeed. And if Wenger can keep that damage going, then at least you can reduce the likelihood.
So Sirius is just happy to quietly wait around corners and take free rails as they offer themselves. Time and time again.
He annoys me by this. It's like you're not checking the angles. You're just allowing him to get so much free damage. Even though he's not doing a terrible job at applying damage, he hasn't done it now in a couple of heavy rotations. He needs to stop giving up these free rails. Check your corners. Check where he could be from. Don't be so tunnel visioned going across certain areas of the map.
Well, it's going to be Sirius backing off from that angle for once. Oh, he actually thought that Wenger was going to back off the other way. But the Ghost Walk hasn't been used yet. Sirius dropping down and just looking for Wenger to cross around him. 5 seconds to heavy. And yeah, technically Wenger can pressure this. He's got a railgun of his own. But Sirius is setting up a trap. Oh, the wall jump saves his life, but not from the rail.
He's just got heavy from this, actually. That's really sick.
Yeah.
Sirius was not expecting that kind of move. It's going to be an exchange, but I think heavy helps a lot. Wenger actually rocket jumped there, so he invested a lot to get back over here. 100 damage shotgun blast. There aren't that many items on the floor, and a vertical rail could really make a sad face. Oh my god. It goes for one dodge, but the shot hadn't come out just yet, and he dies with the Ghost Walk up.
18 over 27 rails. Bogan. 66%. Jeez. Yeah.
There could be a lot more, especially if Wenger starts picking up rounds too.
I mean, there could be a lot more just because Wenger's just restacking and getting hit by 3 and then restacking and getting hit by 3.
Yeah.
It's a good way to pad the stats. Good way to get those runes.
Into the rail so much. There's a good rail shot. One more will close down the second frag of the round. And Wenger, he's making it too easy for Sirius at the moment. I'm not enchanted by his plays. This is a one-way ticket to a tiebreaker map.
But Sirius finally taking a little bit of damage here. Has to be a little more careful on this play down to the heavy. And actually, that drop was incredibly risky, but now he's closing the gap with the SSG and sealing the deal on the round, putting himself on map point. We could be going to a 5th map.
This is concerning. Sirius, the energy has been transferred from Wenger to Sirius completely.
Pro tip, reboot your clients, kids. Oh, jeez. This is the kind of fight that I'm always kind of iffy about on this map because it can happen so easily and it can be so random. You just don't know who's going to get that first rocket off. But These rails off of series just keep on coming. Oh
They do.
God.
They don't end. We can't even curse it because they keep on landing. Sirius gets another 3 in a row. Okay, dude. It's like, are you for real now? 65% rails, 25 of 38. Wenger, you've got to pull out some magic at the moment because Sirius is styling on you right now.
Oh my God.
And I know Wenger doesn't take to being hit by high heavy rail players. When they're landing, it's devastating for him. Sirius is basically doing what he did on Veil, apart from there was no round 1 victory for Wenger, and it might even be 9 in a row, and there is no like time lapse where Wenger actually really settles into the map.
Well, he saved Nyx for last, so at least he can prolong things a little bit, as long as he doesn't.
Of course he landed.
Doesn't not use his ghost walk.
And wait. Boom!
Oh my God. What's Wenger gonna say? GG. Okay, cool.
He's a polite young chap. He's always going to say GG.
He is. He's probably one of the most positive people in the community I can actually name. 69% rail.
God damn, man. That's a lot of damage. Like, he's done. Wait, 1,800 plus 3,400. That's 5,200 damage. He's done over half of the damage, or just about half of the damage that's been done in the entire map with just the rail alone. That's accounting everybody's damage. That's stupid, Jahar.
It's stupid.
It's just stupid.
In the words of Wenger, okay, dude.
Okay,
calm down.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh my God. We got Molten next, and I think we should start thinking.
Yeah,
about
we
that
do.
before we go insane.
I would love some Eisen. Some Athena would be fun. What's going on in chat though? Sorry, I just need to know. All right, they're just going ready. Neat.
Everyone in chat's also like, okay, dude. So waiting on Wenger. I think Wenger's.
I mean,
just
restart
cooling
your
off for a
client
second.
again. Just go for it. You know. Just
It was
let it
purely
happen.
mental. It was purely mental. That was all it was. And Sirius feels good because of it. Wenger, though, for the first time, isn't immediately ready. Well, I think it's fine. Let's give him a second. We don't have those, like, you know, those timeouts that we can get. Like, you know, having in other games, you get like 3 timeouts per match or something like that. We don't really have that system at all in Quake. And then previously in Duel, it's like you only did it if you had a technical issue. But I wonder if sometimes you just need you just need to have a moment, like end of 1 round, all right, timeout, let's think. God, maybe you get like a coach as well, just one coach for one player, and we're like, okay, here's like the blueprints of the map, arrow pointing in a few different directions. This is what you do next. So fingers ready.
I was thinking of things like heat maps, you know, just kind of like to adjust the lighting for players. Just to tell people like, hey, going over here would be a really bad idea right now. You're in a red zone. Like,
Stop
it's unsafe for you to be here.
Okay, what Sirius was doing was super sick, but Wenger opens himself up to so many angles. Like, he's only hitting them because you're also allowing him to have the chance.
Now, to be fair, when you're playing at this level, the angles that are open is a much wider array than what you kind of start with, because everybody is now playing these angles where you're looking for drop downs from pillars, you're looking for drop downs down to shotgun, you're looking for peaks over the bridge. There's a lot of really dead angles on Blood Covenant, especially, that they can be abused, and they can be somewhat predicted if you've got the movement right.
Sirius just want to say, just adjusting my hacks at Twitch chat. There we go.
Maybe Wenger's delay was like, man, where's the flash drive I had with my hacks on them? Like, where's that?
I still, no one will convince me otherwise. I still feel like Wenger offers too many angles, and I'll shout at him someday. But now it's time. Now
I don't think it'll be necessary. I think he'll just watch the VOD of this and be like, yeah, okay.
If he has it, I hope he has the sound on then, so he can hear me.
Yeah,
bitching and whining about it. We are in the champion selection, guys, for what is going to be the last map of the tournament, guys. Wenger has gone Galena Visor Ranger. we have got the Visor Galena Nyx out of Sirius.
And yeah, okay, I was more wrong than I thought it was going to be. Not only was it not 3-1 with it being Awoken, it's going to be a 5-mapper.
Yeah, it's the full 5-mapper, and we've had a lot of maps today. We've had 19 maps. It's a sign! It's a sign!
All right, your bizarre age counting stat collecting has been paying off. All right, cool. You found the secret. Your numerology is just through the roof right now.
Right? We are here, the OGA Quake pit powered by AMD and Sapphire. It's the grand final. We have Sirius and Myztro Gaming's Wenger. This will be the last arena they do battle on. Who the hell is going to take this one?
Well, going to be following Wenger here, just kind of floating above the heavy for the moment. Obviously, he's going to want a rocket launcher at some point, but crossing the map is not really the thing to do, especially when you have the opportunity to trap your opponent at the rail. But he's actually going through the banana. Not something you see too often, but for the rocket launcher right now, it's worth it. He's going to be scurrying back into his little hidey hole, getting ready for this heavy, or at least the drop on the heavy. He needs the shot. Well, not a whole lot to get out of that. That doesn't really let Sirius do a lot of damage on this Mega, nor on the exit, but it's not like Wenger really got anything out of it either.
Well, he's done a good job at not being hit by a rail in the first 50 seconds. Yeah, that's all I have to add.
All right, but Wenger eating a little bit of a splash. It's going to be a play through the teleporter, and Wenger's actually wanting to chase, getting caught on the doorway just a little bit, but there's that rail.
There it is.
He's lucky not to get pushed off the map at that point, but now Heavy and Mega are both going to be up. It's going to be a bit of a play for it, but Wenger has no armor whatsoever, and just one more rocket, and with that Ghost Walk popped up, this is bad news. He might get okay. Sirius
Oh my
commit
god.
to it. Nice shots, nice trades. But now Sirius can run back over to the Heavy. He should be able to make it there first, yeah.
Nice. Drop like this. Found him straight in with the algae. There's no Ghost Walk up, but Sirius has got a pretty meaty stack. And that's going to allow him to get the first kill.
Thick stack. Yeah. Alright, so 5 seconds, Mega. He's just waiting on it, but he hears the pitter-patter. Just defending with that LG, and that LG is strong enough to make Wenger just back off. Not worth it, and here's the collapse onto Heavy as well. I don't think Wenger can be here. He can try to push forward through the rail, but he's got to know that after the Heavy, that's exactly where Sirius is going to be defending. Which way did he go? Well, went up. But now these rockets are looking good. Is Sirius justifying having hardly any stat to go through this TP? Well, he's going to be heard.
Really,
I wonder if he's trying to get some revenge for Blood Run. Like, did you hear that? Did you hear me come to the teleporter?
Definitely not on this occasion. Really, really nice from Sirius. I do like to see an aggressive Nyx move. And he's looking to close out this round. Sirius, I don't know how many rounds he's taken back-to-back now. I think it's on like the 7th round in a row, I want to say. I think it is. He was 1-0 down on Veil. Then he won 3 in a row. Then he won 3 in a row on Blood Covenant. And now he's won on here on Molten. Wenger has got to stop this.
I just don't know how. I mean, Sirius is getting a spawn that makes it risky for him to take an early rail. But there it is. He's going to be finding out where Wenger is as well. This LG will kind of top him off for weapons. Peeking it, not committing to it. Waiting for the next items. But it's going to be a later Heavy than it is a Mega, so if the Mega's taken quickly, not quickly enough, that'll actually almost get them back in sync. So a bit of an opportunity for Wenger there, but he was being pretty cautious himself.
I've just been intrigued by the quietness of this map.
Don't fall asleep now.
I'm not.
Definitely nice initial shot, but this defensive LG is just crazy, and the fade back rail. He's coming back in for another dose too. He's gonna be giving up the Heavy in favor of the Mega, but it's a quick play, so he has the option to delay it a little bit longer. It's gonna be, I don't think Wenger actually got any intel on that delay, but this is a good potential amount of full map control for Sirius. Okay, he's got a plan. He's got a plan. If he timed that a little bit longer, that would have been dope. A little bit shorter, rather.
It's not bad. Venger's early for this heavy armor at the moment. It's going to pull back a little bit, and it's a perfect opportunity for a rocket. I think Sirius bought into that a little too much, and there's a shotgun blast there, venting some frustrations from Wenger.
Well, yeah, he bought into it. It was his plan. It just, it couldn't have gone any worse.
Ooh.
Oof, nice rocket. But Sirius is still here. He's still throwing nails down the corridor. Dangerous for both of them. He's pushing in as well. Why is he here? 10 HP. And Venger's got to back off. Mega's available. It's not a whole lot of armor for him.
Just not worth it sticking around that long. Usually everyone will give up that position. Okay, he does fire a rail when Sirius is holding it 2 rails in a row. He's got a chance for another. Sirius backing away, both of them equally weak at the moment. Is he gonna go for the wonder play? He's got to get it, but the nails hit him first. The spam,
Nice spam.
man. You gotta account for that spam.
You don't need IQ when you're telepathic. Alright, but Venger's gonna be down 1, just like Sirius. Bit of a reset in terms of item trades. That's gonna happen so often on Molten Falls. Sirius is wanting to be very careful about his sound. Nice initial rail. Still a long time before this heavy comes up. I mean, this is an area to cross but not to commit to. But Venger's chasing. It's a really tough doorway to chase through, especially with that LG coming your way. Nice play through the teleporter, but he didn't commit to it. He wants the armor first. To work this chase down to Mega. You think so? What's the shot? Not the second. And now it's time to go get the heavy.
I feel like Venger's
It's going to be a clash, though. No, it's not going to be a clash. All right.
No, not yet. Venger's settling down a little bit. He's playing a bit insane. It feels like, honestly, it feels like he might even be a little bit tilted. Especially, you know, where he took so much damage down at the banana area. That's frustrating to deal with. Even though it wasn't the right play, it's kind of like you're just trying to force something to happen over and over, and it's just not. Nothing's going your way. He doesn't want to allow it to be 8 rounds in a row for Sirius.
Oh. I mean, good rocket besides, but if Sirius hadn't clipped that wall, I think he would have been able to move in and clamp him off, like, right at the doorway. You could see it in his eyes, like, yeah, this is the movement, this is the timing, that's it. Nice nails, dude.
Yeah, what, 3 or 4 of those hit? That was decent.
So Sirius is playing this really slow, yeah. This is very quickly going to make it so that neither of the Galenas is relevant in this round.
Yeah, this
could be good news
next frag
for...
is it.
Yeah. Actually pretty even.
It's tough to tell who's going to take this round at the moment. I've got to favor Sirius just because I feel like he's just in the zone at the moment. Oh my god, he just rushes right into him. There's a lot of damage exchanged by both players. Sirius backs off with 53 points of health. Wenger wants to go for it. He manages to land the shot. He's going to get heavy, and Sirius just can't.
He had a shotgun out instead of the rail. I think the rail would have been even workable for him. He had to react for that shot, but
that was a tilt rush right there in some respects because he was railable. He was just trying to, you know, surprise Sirius, and Sirius was like, I can't believe you actually made that play. But the thing is, that's going to be super therapeutic for Wenger. He's going to feel a lot more empowered now, finally breaking up that spree of rounds that Sirius was connecting back to back. Let's see if it does anything for him, but going down this staircase wasn't really, so it's time to leave Wenger.
A hit difficult no matter who you are.
I think it was just the fact I think it did it to begin with.
Yeah. So Wenger popping the site. Fairly even on the stack at the moment. But Wenger's going to be coming over the top. Good movement. Stopping just short. Looking for the rail, but Sirius manages to get around the corner thanks to that little bit of rocket splash.
Well, the Hourglass is going Wenger's way, actually. He's managing his ability well, but there's a very surprising position taken by Sirius.
Where are you going to go?
This is it. He needed to hit that shot, really. There's not enough resources this side.
Yeah, so that's going to be a Mega going over to Sirius here. He's going to be
Is he
restocking on ammo as well. If he comes up the jump pad, it could be some trouble, but Wenger actually doesn't want that fight. Yeah, he's railable here still, and he's got to respect what was in the last map, 69% rail.
Yes. What is it now, actually? It's 69%. Okay.
Is it? No, it's not.
It is.
He hasn't been hitting that well. It is what? Okay, well, only 9 out of 13. Yeah. Jeez.
Nothing's changed, Jahar. It stays the same. Vegas somehow negotiated both major items, by the way. Sirius must have slipped up.
Just gave him the slip, but he's
Oh, no!
not hiding very well. He knows you're there.
Whoa, good detective work from Sirius. Really, really good.
I mean,
Something was
look
up
at
with
his
that.
cooldown
He figured it
clock.
out.
you look at his cooldown clock. I mean, you know, it didn't take Sherlock
Oh,
Holmes.
this is true. Yeah. Well, I needed Sherlock Holmes, so. Yeah, that's actually really bewildering. Why the hell would Vega stay there then?
Forgot he was visor?
I mean,
Oh,
maybe.
how do you not hit that one? All right, well, there you go. This is a little bit dangerous for Sirius, actually. He's not even going to take this 25 before dropping. But Wenger, it's going to be tough for him to cross over to the Mega. But Sirius kind of wants him to just, like, do it. Come on, take the 25s first.
Make it easy for me.
So Sirius looking much better on the stack, but consequently he's kind of lost track of Wenger, but that's what the piercing sight's for.
Oh, wow. It's just a formality, isn't it?
Jeez.
2 quick rails. Still.
Round
Still
begins.
doable. I agree.
Little disconnect there from Wenger. I don't think it's over yet, but Sirius
No.
is very clearly capable of proving us all wrong and just ending it in the next 30 seconds. He's going to be visor off the start. It's just that play. Okay, the piercing sight was up from Sirius. He found it. Like, why would you do that versus a... you had just taken both major items as well. You couldn't have been in a more healthy spot. And you choose to make a trap versus a visor.
You okay?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
I sympathize.
Wenger's
All right, so
doing-
decent rockets, but it's going to be a late switch for Sirius. Wenger taking a lot of damage, but... Ooh, okay. Yeah, we got a little
you're right
little
there,
bit of blood coming out here.
man.
All right.
I mean,
I
he
like
needs
this.
to go for this Mega though. He really doesn't. Now don't. Okay, you got rid of the visor, so do whatever the hell you like now. He's in on this.
That's the movement you want around that corner. That's it. Yeah.
That was very nice attack from him. Sirius could not prepare for it in time. There's going to be heavy up in 10 seconds. That's going to hurt a lot. That's actually going to hurt Mega more, in fact. The drop down premature, and you've given the angle up. You're going versus Sirius. What's 2 plus 2? That's it.
70%. That's what 2 plus 2 is. Yeah.
Is it actually? Oh my god. 52% LG.
Yeah.
I don't know what's more impressive, the rail or the LG.
That's his girlfriend. All right, so Sirius getting a nice rail off. And this jump pad is just begging for the shot. Like, really? Like, come on. And
Yeah,
a great use of the
yeah.
wall jump to get that 3rd one in.
So this Sirius is just looking so damn good at the moment. Wenger is fluctuating in and out of some brilliant plays, but Sirius seems generally incredibly locked in. And he needs this one frag in order to take the grand final, guys. He's so close. And this would be a
Yeah.
full reverse sweep from being 2-0 down in maps to turning it into a 3-2.
And now it's going to be Sirius going a little bit undercover. 8 seconds to heavy, so there could be a clash here. I mean, Sirius needs the Mega more than that, but Wenger's got a good stack. It's going to be waiting on a Mega that actually Wenger doesn't really need versus an armor that Sirius doesn't really need. But it's going to keep them relatively even.
We'll be happy with that. We'll be okay. There's another totem going down, so Sirius... Has he been counting them? It's kind of annoying for him to have that choke point locked up. It means he's got to invest sound or health to get through that point. He's getting kind of distracted from it at the moment. He's going to use this short moment to get rid of the totems. And Wenger's backed off for his item. He'll get his own. And it continues.
For the jump pad to rail. He's gonna guess banana. He's got to hear the teleporter. Yeah, this is it. Oh my god, great initial LG. That totem won't help him out too much. Rocket doesn't do anything at all, but he's still pushing in. He could still go aggressive or pull out with the Ghost Swap, but he's still got plenty of time to get ready for either the Mega or the Heavy. It's kind of up to him which one to commit to, but he's going to be hearing Wenger kind of bouncing around the Heavy.
Sirius kind of initiated that. Right, okay, we can go back to our own positions now. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't ready to sacrifice it. It's like, okay, Wenger can actually hit some nutty rockets, so let's not conclude the round here.
And that was
Didn't
nice. I
do
mean,
it
it was
elsewhere.
really decisive LG at the beginning. It just needed to be a cleaner rocket hit, so well done.
Sirius top position. Wenger's got to be feeling that this is a likely spot for him to be hiding in. And Sirius has been switching his gameplay up a lot throughout the series, so suddenly passive play. Okay, he's taken a lot of damage. He hasn't done a whole lot to Wenger. Through the teleporter, Wenger goes. That is going to open up the mega health to Sirius. Wenger might try and do a little bit of damage on it. The rocket jump comes in the nick of time.
And that's a pretty good rotation between Heavy and Mega. Sirius can start to play for that. Wenger will be totally aware, though. He's going to be looking for him. Not spotted just yet. 2 seconds to it. Will Wenger just drop, or will he assume that Sirius is out here by the grave? Well, come on, man. You could have...
Oh dear. Alright, Totem helps a lot. It's just really difficult to tell who's going to win this round. It's super, super hard. Sirius is kind of weak, though. There's a... His finger's not going to push into that at all. There it is. Another move in. Ghost Walk being forced out. We've got the Heavy up in a few short seconds. Going to find him right in front. Direct rocket from both of them. It's a chance to close it out if you're Wenger. Shotgun blast. 1 HP left for him. He managed to get it in time. Oh!
What? Wenger got the frag first before the rocket. Wow. Holy
Was it
crap.
a mid-air or something? I do not know what that rocket looked like at all. But here's like, I'm getting it now. I want that shotgun to land. Whew.
Wenger got shotgun, Sirius got rocket launcher.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wenger, you won that round.
Okay,
Go.
dude. Okay, dude. What? I mean, it was 1 HP. Well, holy crap. All right, so with this reset, this is the final round. I know we said many times here that this could be the last map, the last round. This is the last map, the last round. Visor, visor. And Wenger's just banking on the fact that he knows that piercing sight won't be up at the moment. But actually, Sirius has got his back very quickly. A lot of hourglasses.
I think Wenger heard it being used as well, so he doesn't commit to anything. He just gets the algae, gets out of there. And he knows that he's just run from this area, so it's like he must have just taken that heavy armor. No, he gets the hourglasses now. He has that extra little bit of intel. I think he's going to rush towards him.
Well, he's going to be running out of that intel just before the critical point, and ends up taking a lot more LG damage for his trouble. He doesn't even get any splash off that last rocket, so he doesn't know that Sirius was kind of rotating back up and peeking. And in fact, he's still playing that corner, so Wenger could be in trouble here if he doesn't hear him.
Just left that Mega up for quite a while. It's so late that actually I think that Wenger heard it getting picked up, and he should have also heard that piercing sight from it. There's a rush in, good rocket though, and it's rail equipped from Sirius. He's put him down to 11 HP, and the shotgun is going to win again. Visor is lost for Wenger. This is an important kill. This is an
Oh, he hears the rocket
kill.
launcher up top. That's dangerous. He's got to play the teleporter very quickly. Double taps through it. Gets back over to rail. Doesn't even pause for the 225s. He wants to get back over to Mega because he's assuming that Wenger was still chasing him. Right into the Mega. Oh, nearly railed him off the map. But that's both Mega and Heavy in the hands of Wenger. Sirius has done a fantastic job of evading, though.
Running up, Sirius can hear everything that he's doing. It's being broadcasted to everybody, but still, Wenger's going to land the shot. He's still going in. LG
There's no
now.
help for this.
The direct rocket, though. So it's so little help left, but Wenger survives it. He still had 7. No, I think he had less than 50, but the 25 would have given him a hand there.
Oh, that is
One
trouble.
shot
That is
landed in the
trouble.
rail.
Oh my god. He
Ooh.
needs a better spawn. All right, he spawns rail. He's peeking rail, and Wenger's here. He's 140 and 60. There's no heavy items up, nothing for Sirius to really bank on. So Wenger's going to break off the chase. He's pretty low on his LG ammo. He's going to go through for a quick pickup here. 4 seconds to heavy. Sirius is set up. He's got a totem to head back to. He's going to need that for the HP, as Wenger's going to have to survive on the Mega. He's got the 225s here. That might cost him enough time for Sirius to look for a shot. Nope, not going to go for it.
This game is a wild ride. Oh my god, another shot. He's up to about 25 to spawn, but it's just actually really... Get out of there, the rail! How fast was he picking that angle? Oh my god. That is just... That's spam levels. That's just... You go instinctively and think, there's an angle there. If it's there, I have to hit it.
Yeah.
The millisecond that the angle is available. We are the last champion each, guys. It's Galena versus Galena to determine who is going to win the OGA Quake powered by AMD and Sapphire.
Just want to say 2 things real quick. 71%.
48 LG.
And they're both going incredibly slow. Sirius takes that jump at a bit of a risky time, but he's actually getting away okay with it. It'd be nice if he got a rail of his own, but Wenger's not going to give him the shot. Wenger is going to give him the heavy armor in exchange for the Mega. So nicely done, but as they both break out in the mid, Sirius doesn't really see him though, or hear him. Restart your computer again, maybe.
This is giving me flashbacks of like Raptor Garpy and
Yeah.
Quake as well. You know what I'm saying? A bit of damage, Wenger. Be careful, cutting it fine there. This heavy doesn't spawn for a few seconds, and he's darting around it a little too longingly. And there it's going to spawn. He's going to have one more take at it. And he's like, no, you didn't pick it up, mate. Try for a 3rd time.
Oh
It's
my
dodging
god.
well, though. Okay, it was dodging well.
70 damage. It negated most of that armor, so that's okay. And this Mega's going to give Sirius a big leg up, but as... Okay, yeah, Wenger is backing off from the LG corner. Neither wants that fight there. Oh, but it's going to be a totem hit. That's a lot of good information for Sirius, because at that moment he was wondering if Wenger was right on his ass.
Juicy information.
Sudden death.
But how sudden? It could go on for a bit here. Sirius has got a totem up his sleeve. Heavy, a quick rocket jump to at least peek the exit for the Mega. You'll be able to hear it. Hear the pitter-patter down below. And the play through the teleporter, and oh, it's actually away from Sirius. Nice shot from Wenger.
You wouldn't expect it at this stage of the game when his rail is being so hot. He needs to keep up that level. This is what has been getting him the round wins. This is what has got us to this point in the series. Sudden death as the final decider. We've had 3 series go towards 5th map, 5th round. How ridiculous is getting another rail from Wenger. He's starting to come into form. If you want to peak now, this is the time to do it.
I like these rocket jumps. He's putting Sirius in a better position, but if he just wants the LG on LG fight, he's got to know that the stack is worth it, and he doesn't have the totem advantage. This is so dangerous for Sirius. Wenger manages to play out the corner and take everything.
He can't believe it. He could no switch to the shotgun. I think he was expecting Wenger to do that. Maybe is that what he's saying? Oh, Wenger started hitting the rails right at the end. He held that angle around the corner. It's like, if Sirius wants to instigate this fight, if he wants to push around, then I'm ready with my rocket.